What's going on, guys? Me and the wife decided to make a Ragu infused garlic oil pasta, and we're just about to get into it. Look at this. Oh my god, it's amazing. I can't wait for you guys to see how this goes. I'm doing a video right now. Alright, first thing you're going to do is make your Mirepoix, which is going to be garlic, celery, onion, carrot. Because you just want to go ahead and chop that up first. We did a wet brine on this, which is just salt, pepper, and garlic pepper. We did it for about 24 hours because I had some time, took that out, and then we seared that. We just moved into this new apartment also, so we're not really used to how hot this pan gets, as you can see, but it doesn't really matter because the burnt pieces inside of this dish actually works really well. Then we're going to add in that Mirepoix that we talked about earlier, sweat that down with some more oil, the fat, and then it looks like my wife added some onion powder and garlic powder to that because flavor is flavor. You want to make sure you get max amount of flavor here, and a little salt that's going to brighten that up. Now, as you can see here, we did reduce this with some wine that my wife was drinking, and as you can see here, clearly it was a lot of wine because it filled the pot that we used to cook the brisket. Look at it. Anyway, we're also going to add some tomato sauce to this. That's going to break down a little more of the acidity, and it's going to add more depth into the Mirepoix that we did there with the red wine. Stirring that through, making sure it gets through the brisket completely. It's coated. Then you're going to slice up some garlic because, again, we're just adding layers of flavor here, and this is going to take about 4 hours in the oven in the crock pot. There it is there. We added some more black pepper because since we did use the canned tomato sauce, we wanted to make sure that it was fully to the flavor that we liked. And then we added some water to add some more liquid back into that before we put it into the oven for the next 3 hours. Next here, we're going to go ahead and make our fettuccine pasta. We want to make sure that we salt the water so that we still can flavor this correctly here. You still want to add flavor into your pasta. Again, we just moved into our new house. This was not the correct way to do it, but it was the best that I had to strain this. Yeah, it was a struggle. I'm not going to sit here and try to sugarcoat this. This almost fell a couple times. Anyway, we'll get there. Alright, now we're going to add a little oil to our pasta so it doesn't stick because we're not using this right away. We're going to mix that thoroughly through. Now, technically, if you had a sheet tray, you could put that on a sheet tray. It would have made it a lot easier to cool it down. I just took this out the oven for the last 3 hours, and I did not have a proper... moving on. As you can see here, this is right where you want it to be. Look at this. Oh my god. This is fantastic. Wait, watch this. Watch this. Oh. Perfect. I didn't even know it was going to break there. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm making myself hungry as I watch this again. That's what we're looking for right there. 3 hours in the oven, 350 degrees. All right, now we're going to just build this sauce here. So the wine reduced, the Mirepoix melted, the onions melted, everything basically melted. As you can see here, our brisket is falling apart. We just want to make sure that it's shredded because we're going to mix this into with our pasta. If you needed more time, because sometimes brisket could take 4 hours, you could definitely do that. Nothing wrong with it. This is what you're looking for when you want it to be done. I'm from North Carolina, so this is the brisket that I'm going for. That little fat cap in there, we're just going to mix it in there because it's all going to be flavor anyway. Next, we're going to add more fat because you haven't figured this out yet. This is how you cook something that has a lot of fat in it. You just add more flavor. Butter, fat, flavor. Mix it all together. Look, as you can see, there's a lot more creamier now. And then we're just going to add the brisket back into it. I'm not sure if you're hungry yet, but I know someone is watching this that is high, and it ain't just me. All right, so now we got this coated completely, so the sauce is now going to be incorporated back into the brisket that it was cooked in. Next, we're just going to go ahead and toss in the pasta. Now, some of the noodles didn't stick. Again, you should put this on a sheet tray. That would have made this a lot easier for your life, but that's okay. You can still see here. You're just going to mix everything through. Now, another option you can do here if you want this more saucier, because I end up doing this a little bit later, is you can add a can of tomato sauce to this. Now, if you want it to be more rustic with the red wine reduction, leave it as is. If you like it more saucy, add that tomato sauce. Next, we're going to zest a lemon here because I just want it a little bit more brighter. And you got to have the snow of cheese. You got to have it. You got to have it. You deserve it. You deserve that. You deserve this dish. Now, if you want to get high like I did, what we ended up using was a distillate that we added into the oil. The oil was 50% grapeseed oil. The other 50% was olive oil. And then we warmed up our distillate and just added that into the oil with a little garlic and then put that right on top of our food. Now, that distillate was about 500 milligrams, but that's okay. I'm going to feel good. Look at me. Don't that boy look happy? He look happy right there. And it's going to be about 5 to 10 milligrams for that dish. If you enjoyed this, please tell your mother about it. I appreciate you. I'm going to show you one more time how good this dish is. And go ahead and follow the hidden creation. I appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me show you how to make this video.